Welcome back. Thank you for watching. Today's video is going to be more RV modifications. Today it's going to be the under couch storage. So, storage in this RV is at a premium. There's not a lot of it, and some of the biggest, best storage is under the couch. And one of the first things I did was make this piece removable by just putting magnets on either side, so that it was easier to get into this area. Now what I want to do is make this piece removable. Be able to take this off so that we can get to these chairs and whatever else is under here a lot easier. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is cut whatever's holding it on here and make some sort of L bracket pin thing that will mount onto this, and then the pin will go down into here and just hold it, because this piece does hold all the couch, you know, from swaying, going back and forth like that. So that piece is important. The first thing I'm going to do is cut off these sections with the Sawzall. Forgot my ear protection. And eye protection. That is an extremely long screw. So you can see without that piece, this really rocks quite a bit. So I scrounged around the house a little bit and I found these L brackets. I think they're gonna work perfectly. That should be pretty good. Let's screw these on the ends and go from there. Alright, that's pretty much exactly how I'd want it. Now I think I'm gonna get some bolts, put them in here or something like that. I'm not quite sure yet. See what I can find around the house, in the garage. Put them through there, mark off, hole, boom. She'll be in there. So what I found were these 10-24 screw bolts with a nut. So I just put those through. They're gonna work perfectly. So I marked where I'm gonna drill. I'm gonna drill down this size and then countersink the size of the nut so that this whole thing will fit in flush. This is the moment of truth. Let's see how moves a little bit, but not too much. And this doesn't get played with too much either. So that in sitting on it, it does rock a little bit. So I'm gonna see what I can do to make those ends fit just a little bit tighter along the side. Maybe put a screw in just to a certain, so that it sits tighter. Let's see. So what I did was add some screws here on the end, stick out a little bit, extend the length of the board, and it works pretty well actually. Now let's see how much easier it is to get stuff in and out from underneath the couch. I'm so excited for that. To be honest, there were times where we wouldn't even pull out our chairs because it was kind of a pain in the butt. We're only gonna have to do that like once or twice on a trip. Park, get the chairs out. So I got that part done. Next thing I'd like to do is redo the battery box. So if you remember in the video up here that I put in 6-volt batteries. Well, 6-volt batteries are bigger and they just don't fit in that spot very well. It's hard to get them in and out. It's hard to take the covers off to be able to charge them. So what I want to do is cut that box off, make a new one that's lower so that the batteries fit in it better, so that they're easier to deal with. Now I'm all set to cut out the old battery box. So I will be cutting out this part here. The welds are mostly on the inside, which kind of sucks. So I think I'm just going to come up and straight up cut off wheel them at the ends. So I've got the old L channels cut out that the battery box is sat in. And I've got the new setup kind of mocked up on those boards. I'm about to measure how much further down they're going to be hanging so that I can cut and make the new L channel for those to sit in. So as you can see here, I've got everything now mocked up for the battery box. I've made the new hangers. The sides, I've got them clamped on right now. About to weld them on. That was a lot of work. Here's a couple of the better looking welds and some not so pretty welds. But they'll hold the box on. These things are pretty strong. The whole point of me lowering the battery box was so that I could get the batteries in and out easier. The old battery box sat too high. I couldn't get them in. You guys have seen that. So now they're lower. So what I'm going to try is I'm going to put all the propane tanks back on, put everything back on, and then put the batteries in and see if I'm able to do that with all that stuff in, because that was kind of the whole point. So the answer is, can I get the batteries installed and wired and all that stuff with the propane tank and all that in place? The answer is an astounding yes. I am so stoked on that. That was worth all the time and effort it took into it, because now I don't have to fight that anymore. Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. If you've been fighting with the battery box, stop. Even if you have to pay somebody, it's worth it. So much easier. Whew. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And until next time, have a good one.